Taurus, welcome to your April 6th through the 12th tarot reading, or whenever you find it. And today we're going to be looking at these Carolyn Miss archetype cards. So the archetype is, you can think of them as descriptions, titles for, just different parts of your life: mother, father, grandmother, teacher, nurse, healer, sage, all kinds of things like that, and even on the darker side. And these cards are two-sided, so there is a light attribute and a shadow attribute. This one is the child thing, and there's a lot of different child things. This is just orphan. So we'll see what pops up for you and what you're dealing with here. We're also going to be doing our romance oracles because I haven't used them in a while. So let's just get started. Taurus, let's get started. Now I got that pink song in my head. All right, I'm gonna move these over just a little bit so I have some room to draw. Boom, boom, boom. And passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Now I've got that song, that joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Where? Okay, we're being goofy. Ooh, we have a flipper. It's in his shadow attribute. Okay. Oh, healer. Okay, Taurus. So let's look at the shadow attributes here. It says taking advantage of those who need help, failing to care for one's self. Taking advantage of those who need help. So this could be something you're struggling with in your life right now. This could be your attribute. It could be the people around you, but this is influencing your life right now with this healer. So the answer to this is the light attribute. Passion. There we have. Allow your heart to say two cards with the passion. It's not a coincidence, right? Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. So let's see what else comes out for you. I am going to leave this upright so we can continue to read this, but it did come out in the shadow. So there's something there that needs to be looked at, Taurus, whether it's something within you or with the people that is around you. It's hard to say yet. We'll have some clarity when we get to the tarot. Man holding a heart. So we have heart here and heart there. And that's our Shia LaBeouf, right? Older. So that's like a King of Cups type energy. I'm going to go ahead and pull our bonus cards real quick. Let's just go ahead and do that. We'll have them setting over here for the end. We're going to do one of our island vibes. Now I'm hearing that sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. My brain is all over the place, isn't it? Yeah, it is. All right, let's get some more bonus for the end. And wabamo. And I want to pull just one extra tarot. And if you have a guess, it's too big of a flop. If you have a guess what this is, put it in the comments. We will look at it at the very end of the reading. We're going to put it right here. I'm going to put that on it. We'll move it if it gets in the way. Actually, let's put it right here. But right there. All right, let's see what this tarot has to say for us. This popped out. We'll look at it in just a second. I mean, it just flew out of the deck. All right, Taurus. Two of Swords and, ooh, the Chariot. All righty. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this one popped. Page of Wands. There's passion right there. That's coming up a lot for you, Taurus. And the Chariot, that's Cancer energy. Moon energy. Intuition. energy. Ah, Hanged Man. Okay. That is Pisces. We have the Knight of Wands now. And the Six of Pentacles. Okay. That is one of your cards, Taurus. And eventually we'll get to those when I'm doing that. The tarot and your sign. So it could be, and I want to address the shadow attributes of the healer card here, Taurus. It says taking advantage of those who need help. I really hope that's not you. But it also says failing to care for oneself. So it could be that you put others' needs before yourself. That's very common for caring, people to do. We have this energy here with this man holding a heart. I feel like you probably wear your heart on your sleeve, so to speak, where it can be easily damaged. Yeah. But wow, we have this passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. So there's something here about you healing, needing to heal yourself, right? And so we have the Page of Wands and the Hanged Man in your recent past. This is a very new energy. It's the youngest of the court cards. There is a moon quality about this reading. We see these two pillars here that reminds me of the pillars in the moon, but it seems foggy, dreamy. I'm getting a dreamy quality with this card for some reason. I feel like this is like a fantasy, something you're thinking about with a lot of passion, but it's a fantasy. And we have this Hanged Man crossing it. So I feel like there's something you're holding yourself back from, something you're passionate about. It could be, holding yourself back in love. This could also be holding yourself back from that self-care. Because I can see this going both ways here. But I do get a sense of being holding back that passion, not letting it out, not allowing your heart and your soul to sing with joy. This is being very curious. But this Hangman is not doing this Page of Wands any favor. I don't feel like this holding back here, this kind of self-sacrifice, because we kind of hear about that here, failing to care for oneself, sacrificing yourself. Yeah, there needs to be a change here. You need to change your perspective on, this potential passion here. It's not I don't feel like it's being utilized. And here we have the Two of Swords and the Knight of Wands. I think the longer you neglect this, the longer you kind of stay stuck, because this is the Two of Swords, this is indecision, right? It's kind of a stuck feeling, thinking things are black and white, that there's not very many options. And we have that blindfold there, so that means, anytime you see that, it means use your intuition. So maybe you haven't been using your intuition. You need to, is what it's saying. And I also feel with this Sagittarius energy here, it's saying to follow your passion big time. And maybe this is part of that, not taking care of yourself, not fulfilling your passions, your dreams. Maybe you've been too focused on other people. You know what I'm saying? And so this is saying to use your intuition, and follow your own dreams and passion. Do you have some sense of curiosity? Are you wanting to travel? We have the pyramids here. The Knight of Wands is this, it's an itch that you're just going to have to scratch. This is not going to go away because this could be, if you're, let me see if I can explain this. If you're not taking care of yourself in some way or another, either health or just doing things that is fun to you, right? Because this is fire, all about being happy and having fun and exploring and playing, really. If you're not nurturing that in yourself in some way, this energy will turn destructive. This energy is, when it's not fed in a proper way, this is anger, this is rage. It could be lead to destructive qualities for sure. I'm not necessarily seeing that here, but if this energy isn't used, it'll go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like you might be neglecting yourself in some way, your passions, your desire to explore or just do something different or be creative. I feel like this is about to just pop right out of you. And here we go, because we have a lot of movement here, potential movement, that this really raging, almost raging desire to escape something, to get out of something, to move, to get going, because this is that Knight of Wands is a card of Sagittarius. And I can tell you, when we get, a fire lit under our butt, we want to move, we want to go, we want to get to getting. And so we have the Chariot here in the Six of Pentacles in your future energy. And this is saying no matter what is going on around you, there could be a storm, there's stuff going on outside of your control, that storm. You can't do anything about it, right? But you do have hold of the reins here. You can direct this cart, the direction of your life, wherever you want. This is about focus. This is about having a direction. It's also a card of victory, but it's about going after what you really want. And then we see it's being crossed by the Six of Pentacles, which for me is equal give and take, reciprocity. So if you're not getting that here, if you're giving someone everything of yourself and you're not getting it back, or you're just too concerned, I don't want to say too concerned, but if you're more concerned with other people's health, well-being, happiness, and not your own, I almost get a nurse quality here, or someone who takes care of other people. But then when it comes time to take care of themselves, they're either too tired, too overworked, don't feel like they have time to get to themselves. And I feel like there's somebody really concerned about you with this man holding a heart. Could be a friend, it doesn't have to be a man, but there's someone here who's telling you, you got to take time for yourself. You got to put yourself first, because if you don't, you're not as good as you could be. You're going to suffer burnout and that sort of thing. So there might be something that is stirring your passions right now. Could be something creative. And this is saying that you're actually going to take the reins and you're going to take the lead, and you're going to make sure that you're experiencing this reciprocity. Make sure that you're giving to the right things. I feel like this is a refocus of what you're spending your resources on and who you're giving it to. Your time, effort, energy, passion, love. You could be redirecting it, or you could be taking more control of it. Like saying, if you have a lot of people coming towards you, asking for help and handouts and just whatever, it's not saying you don't have to do it, but it's saying choose who you give to and make sure that they are worthy of your time, effort, energy, money, love, passion, all those things. So I think there is definite progress here. It looks good. It looks good to me, but there's this energy here of something's going to break. Something is you've got to channel this Knight of Wands energy that's welling up inside you for whatever this is for you. We have achievement. We have that with the Chariot. Win the award, accolade, or contract. I'm telling you, people will treat you as well as you allow them to. If you got to set the standard, you do, or people will just walk all over you. Girl with a snake. Empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used. Enable boundaries. That's what I was just saying. There's that taking advantage of those who need help. So I kind of almost feel like people are taking advantage of your kindness, right? But there could be an aspect of you that likes feeling needed. You ever seen that movie, The Whale, with Brendan Fraser? There is a codependent relationship with the lady that comes and takes care of him. She knows he is morbidly obese. He doesn't do it. He's really, I don't want to spoil the movie, but he's doing it on purpose. But she keeps bringing him more food, even though he doesn't need it. So watch that movie if you haven't. It's a great movie. It's tough to watch, but Brendan Fraser, um, love him, especially in The Mummy. Great actor. He nailed it. That was a it was a really good movie. So there's something like that going on here, right? Quill. Get back to the basics. There it is. Keep your life in balance. There's that reciprocity. Make sure you're getting back what you give. Crib, birth or conception of a child or enterprise. I do get a feeling like maybe you are a nurse or some kind of healthcare, hospice, even. My aunt did hospice for a long time. So there's something here about, even if it's not that, just being a mother, we tend to just give, don't we? We're always thinking about other people, their needs, wanting to take care, nurture. There are a lot of men like that too. So however this is resonating for you. So what do you think this card is? I think we need more balance. Yeah, I feel like we need more balance here. Like maybe a two of pentacles would be good, balancing work and play. Yeah. So if you think you know what this is, put it in the comments below. All right, let's take a look. Oh, looky here. It's the Page of Wands again. It's that fire. It's that idea. It's this is really coming in strong for you, Taurus. There is a curiosity here. There's something inside you that it's like an ember, and it's ready to just, so there's something that needs to be looked at before it gets out of control. And you know what this could be, and I hate to say it, if you are like overextending yourself, your time, your energy, and all that kind of stuff to people, this is saying that if this isn't managed, it's going to go to this next stage, with that potential to, you know. So definitely look out for that. Try to direct this fiery energy in a good way. Something you can do if you do have energy to burn, even after all of this, is exercise, something physical, a walk, even doesn't matter. Go to a park, something, because I'm telling you, as a Sagittarius Sun and Moon, I know what this is. If you don't scratch that itch, it could be bad. Okay, Taurus, let me know what you think of this reading. I know it's different, but it was just something that I felt like I needed to do for y'all. So, yeah, that's going to be it for now. Thank you for watching. We will see you next time.